The AmpSquare.tv library allows productions to be seen over and over again, making commercial platforms more usable. Call 866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. AMP2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP, the number 2.tv. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Serendipity Consignment Boutique East is a treasure trove of beautiful designer goods. You'll find the latest styles of immaculate designer handbags, clothing, and accessories in brand new condition, without the brand new price. Shop for Chanel, Gucci, Hermes, Prada, and more. Serendipity Consignment East is located in the heart of beautiful downtown Boca Raton at 111 East Palmetto Park Road, just 1 block east of Federal Highway. So come on out and accessorize yourself in designer style. Hello, good evening. You're good. I'm good. I just really moved the chair. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Serendipity Style. I'm Lisa Stark, and I have one of my producers on with me again.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful Dawn.
I don't know if you're going to say producer, client.
Everything.
Everything.
You're my everything girl.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
The beauty of what happens between two shows is I get to go shopping at Serendipity,
I know.
right? Today I ran in.
Yeah, yeah. And she, her foot is a universal. It
Like
goes,
Cinderella.
Yeah, it is, which is always amazing. You can wear a 6, 6.5 to a 9. Am I right?
I don't know if I've gone to a 9, 8.5.
Well, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's only a quarter inch. With every half an inch, it's only a quarter of an inch difference.
You know what they say, size. It's all about the size,
Well,
right?
Yeah, they do say that, don't they? But I can't talk about that. Anyway.
I love your shoes. If you are ever looking for shoes, designer shoes, you have to check out Serendipity. I love handbags, but shoes are my thing.
I know.
It's accessories, because you know what? It doesn't matter what size you are.
Yep.
You don't have to take your clothes off. You just go in, try on a shoe. If it matches, you get the other one. Or you go to the next sticker color, and you try the next sticker color on. That's what's so much fun. I look for yellow and orange. Everything is sized by stickers.
And you know what? Because of all of that you just said, that's all I'm going to carry. Remember I mentioned to, and you were a little sad about that.
I was heartbroken.
I know.
You know why? Besides, I loved your clothes.
Yeah.
Is I thought you weren't going to carry shoes anymore. But you told me you were going to keep shoes.
As a matter of fact, shoes, handbags, any accessory, all this beautiful scarves, and I happen to have one with me. This is, of course, not for sale, but you never know. I can be tempted. This is a Louis Vuitton scarf. It's really, really huge, big, and beautiful.
It was, I was a little concerned that when Becky made the announcement that you were not carrying clothes anymore, that you were only going to handbags, that I wasn't going to get my shoe fix. But I get my shoe fix still.
I would never. That's something that's part of the accessories.
There you go.
And once again, today I got in about 8 or 10 bags, which I'm very grateful for. And I'm buying them as well, because I'm buying a lot of Chanel, Hermes, and the Louis bags that I know are going to sell.
What's this bag? This is a beautiful color.
This is gorgeous. I remember having this in once before. This is the Louis. This is a patent.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Put it more towards you so we can see it in the camera.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. This is it's gorgeous. It's patent. And, of course, it's more of a neon. But it's neon, but it's not that
It's
crazy
almost like a
neon.
watermelon red. I don't know. It's looking orange on our monitor. I don't know what it looks like at home.
But it's not orange.
It's not orange.
You're right. It is a watermelon.
Right?
And it has the embossed LVs, their classic little monogram. But this is beautiful. And she also brought it in with a wallet.
The amazing thing is it looks brand new.
I know. It really does.
That's the incredible thing about everything you have in the store is it looks, even those shoes I tried on today, those brown ones.
Yes, they are brand new. Brian Atwood. They really were.
They
are.
look brand new.
Yeah. Well, you know how fussy I am. I'm
I know.
very anal, fussy, crazy, fussy. And
Where is Serendipity?
It's at 111 East Palmetto Park Road, and it's a block and a half east of Federal on the north side, which is opposite Louis Bossi's. And actually, it's really opposite the Fifth Third Bank.
I got very lucky today because when I pulled in, all the spots right in front of Serendipity were open.
Yep.
So I zipped right in,
Yeah.
tried on some shoes.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful new puppy.
Oh, I have
my
such a puppy.
gosh.
Oh, do I have a puppy? It's a little Yorkie, and it's 3 months old. Actually, I think 13 weeks old, and it's just precious.
She is the most
Precious,
She's called
precious.
what? Blue and tan, even though she's black. I think they call Yorkies blue and tan.
Blue and tan.
She's magnificent.
Oh, is
Her
she
coat.
beautiful.
I know we digress, but the thing is with Serendipity, it's like being at your home because you've got Chloe.
Yes. And now I have
Coco.
I named her Coco.
And everyone is family when you're there.
Yeah.
You're on the phone, you sit down, you try on shoes, you put your purse down.
Right. If you want something to drink or something to eat, we have that. And that's what I like. I like it. I love this store. I have to tell you, there are people that come in and they miss the other store, but this store is very boutique-y. Yes. And I love it. It just eludes warmth and just beauty, and it's
a very
open,
different
it's
feel
clean.
than your other store.
It's very clean and contemporary.
And you're doing all accessories, all different.
Yep.
What's this little blue bag you have?
This little blue bag is a Valentino Rockstead wallet bag, and this is like a gorgeous. Would you say this is like a periwinkle blue?
A little bit royal, a little more deeper blue than periwinkle. I was thinking periwinkle's a little more tealy.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, yeah.
It's a beautiful blue bag.
It's a beautiful
We can
bag.
see it on screen. It's
really
beautiful.
Pretty, and it's gold. It's like not a shiny gold though. The little rock studs. I believe so.
Or are they silver?
No, I think
I'm getting old, Lisa.
I am too. I can't see. Well, what do you think? I think it's gold. I think it's like what is it's silver gold.
I think they're more like a pewter, but they are beautiful. And
it's a wallet. If you open it up,
it looks brand incredibly new. Look at this.
Mint condition.
Right? Amazing.
Yeah. This came in yesterday. Yeah. Don't ask me prices. I haven't even put them out yet. I'm not going to ask you
prices, but then it's a little crossbody. And the thing is, as we get older, we need more than a phone. We need a lipstick or a lip gloss. You need a credit card. I was talking to a friend today about needing mad money. I got a nail in my tire as I was driving around today with a client. And we were talking to the girl. I said, don't you remember your grandmother always said to you, you need to carry at least $20 of mad money with you, right? You always need some cash because you never know where you're going to end up. You never know if you need it. So this has plenty of room for some money, credit card, your keys, a phone. It's really the perfect size bag.
Yeah. Many times that's what I do. I don't like to, I might bring 3 bags to work with me, but when I go anywhere, or go out or run around, I can't take it. I just carry my wallet, a key, and a credit card license.
And that fits with everything.
This is it. Yeah, this is really.
And the
very,
Louis Vuitton is the same thing. The red.
Yeah.
Same size.
It's a nice,
beautiful.
The wallet. That size wallet is really holds a lot.
Look
you can
inside
even put your. I bet you can put your cell phone in there.
That's what makes it so perfect.
Yeah.
You could fit your cell phone, and you can even fit the bigger one.
Yes.
The Plus would fit in here as well. Plus a key, a
100%.
lipstick, and you can still close it, and you're good to go.
Yep.
Which is a perfect size. Because sometimes I find when there's too many compartments, you can't fit anything in it because your cell phone's a little too thick.
Exactly. But that has,
this is really perfect.
The gussets make that really expand beautifully.
It's the gussets. Isn't it funny what we remember? I got a nail in my tire, and I'm thinking of Mad Money because you never know. You would never expect, but you got to get it fixed. You got to do what you got to do.
That's true.
And this holds everything that you need. Yeah. What is that?
Now this, this is the Grand Shopping Tote. Chanel's Grand Shopping Tote, black patent leather. And just, I'll tell you after I finish this little story, but this came in, and it's the Grand Shopping Tote. They stopped, I don't know if I discussed this before, but it sounds familiar, but they stopped making these in 2014. So you're not able to, what's that?
Look at the size of this bag.
They call it, there's a few different sizes. This one is called GTS, Grand Shopping Tote.
GTS.
That's what they call it, GTS. And the one that I have at the store is very, very, very hard to get. This is the patent, the black patent, with silver hardware. The one in the store is caviar leather, and it's the jumbo. It is the jumbo, and I have people that have been looking for that.
This Chanel is absolutely magnificent, Lisa. It's
really
black
is.
patent. Yeah. It looks brand new. Yeah. It blows me away when anything I buy in your store, even when I walk around and try things, you would never know that it's consignment. So people who go, oh, consignment, I'm telling you, more and more people I know, more and more women in Boca Raton know you from shopping. And it's funny because I love shoes, and a lot of my friends love shoes. And I say, where'd you get them? And they say, Serendipity.
Yeah.
Because you have the best shoes.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Yeah,
and handbags. And this little bag I saw when I was walking out today.
Oh, yes.
It's
I
not
saw
little.
you go
This
to that.
is- you
That's
saw
why
me?
I brought it.
Anything purple,
That's
I
the
think,
Stella.
is like.
Stella McCartney.
Is it real? I was wondering what it was.
Stella McCartney. And Stella McCartney, as you might know,
this
does
bag.
not. She's vegan, so she doesn't make anything. She doesn't use leather at all.
So what is this?
Everything is like a synthetic or. This is not what you. It appears to look like
I'm
python.
so glad you said that because when I looked at it, I thought, a purple python bag that large. I went,
No, it's not.
It
And
is
this one is a little bit more special, as I would call it, more special. This is more of a tote. Usually the bags that I see, you can carry different ways. It would fold over, but this one, and when you take out all the stuffing in there, it really squashes down, and it's nice and soft and mushy.
It is
and
so lightweight.
Yeah.
Even with the hardware on it, because it's whatever it's
Her
made out of
bags are
synthetic.
always light, and light is very, very popular now. Light is more comfortable.
Oh, and there's a little treat inside. I
Oh,
feel
I
like I'm in a
forgot
Cracker
that.
Jack box.
Forget
and
that.
look,
There's a little
and
treat.
look what's inside. It's like
It's a little
look
Chanel
at this.
wallet.
And
It's
on
a
the
Chanel
inside,
wallet.
look at that. Is that magnificent with the hot pink,
Yes.
neon pink inside?
Yeah.
You know, if you're like Cracker Jacks, you go in the bottom of the box, and what do you find? Oh, in this, I find a Chanel
You do.
wallet.
Of course, only with
Only
my
with
store.
Lisa would I find a Chanel wallet
Only
at the
with
bottom
me.
of a Cracker
What else?
Jack
Now
box.
you're looking to see if there's anything else
It's
in
down
there.
here, right?
This is also a pretty little, as I said one time, a pretty little diddly. Remember when I
Pretty
said
little
that diddly?
diddly.
This is a Versace. It's pink, Versace, pink face, pink band, and this. You know what? I just grabbed it. I swear, I grabbed everything and ran out of the store.
It's incredible. Tell me about the colored watches because people. Listen, I always wear color, so for me, I wear a
know.
pink watch all the time.
Yep.
But there are some people that are classic, metal, or the black. Who would gravitate towards a pink
You know what?
and gold?
A lot of people like pink and gold. Pink. They like pink, pink, pink. But that's a pretty pink. That's more of a rosy pink.
And it almost looks like a rose gold.
Yeah, it's very feminine, and it's got a nice sized face, and that I like.
Your clientele amazes me because people buy and they wear or they don't, and then they bring it to you and they sell it. They can reinvest it. So if you have things at home, don't think, oh my gosh, I bought this in the store and I never used it, or you know what, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Contact Lisa because you know what? Someone else is going to want your treasure for sure.
At 561, I'm going to give you my number.
Think about your phone number.
561-338-0656.
You should write your number here so people can call and find out what's going on.
I should.
You want to know what it is?
What is it?
888-565-1470.
And please call. I'll
Give
be
us a
waiting.
call while we're sitting here.
888.
565-1470.
Thank
It's
you.
right up there.
Oh, there it is. 1470.
I think one man's trash is another man's treasure, but this is not trash. Everything is magnificent.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's another treasure trove. When I find these beautiful Pradas, the shoes I wear, people stop me all the time.
I know.
About the shoes.
And I was telling the story. I've been telling this story a lot when I first opened back in the 90s that people didn't know from consignment.
Right.
They didn't know. They knew from thrift. They knew from Goodwill and the Salvation Army. There were very few consignment stores around, and people would walk into the store and they'd say, why do you have these different makes, different designers, different Barbara Katz's label were on several pieces. I said, this is a consignment store. Well, what is that? They didn't know what it was. So I said, other people wore these. Boom, they were out the door in 2 seconds. And then it started to catch on. And then the handbags. I told you about how Louis Vuitton, they sent people in to kind of say, you're not allowed to sell. And then I realized, wait a minute. If you purchased a Louis Vuitton bag from the store, why can't they bring it to me to sell it?
Right. What did you do?
I said, show me the paperwork. They couldn't show it to me. So I realized what was going on. And that was a long time ago. Now look what's going on now.
And I know your store has changed, and I just want to, the elephant in the room. Let's just get the elephant in the room and just address it.
Thank you.
Your store has changed.
Yes.
You moved from a very large location.
Yep.
Where you were in Central Boca. Now you're east, and it's much more boutique-y. But this change is for the better for you.
It does. I'm very happy.
So let's talk about the change.
Yeah.
It is more accessories. It is high-end accessories. It is the handbags, the shoes. The
Jewelry.
things you think of accessories, jewelry, watches,
Yeah.
scarves.
Yep.
She's just not having clothes anymore, but Lisa is there.
And people
Lisa's so
panic.
there, she has an extra baby with her now. She now has an extra dog, so she's going nowhere.
Yeah, thank you, because people get crazy. They panic. They come in. I had a woman the other day come in and say, she looked around and she couldn't believe out. It's so funny. People don't like changes. Then others do, because I have a lot of people coming in. They love the store. It's wonderful. And most people think it's a fabulous idea that I'm not carrying clothes anymore. I hear that all the time.
What are they saying?
Because the bags. People are more interested in handbags and the accessories. It's become that kind of a market out there. The industry has changed drastically.
How has it changed?
It's just because it's more of there's more of an online presence. And people are shopping. It doesn't matter whether it's consignment, handbags, groceries. I don't care what it is. They're leaning more towards online. It's an easier lifestyle for people.
Yeah, it is.
But there are still many, many people who like to touch and feel, see what they're getting, authenticate, make sure that everything is authentic. And they still like to come into the store. They still want the shopping experience.
And the difference is, and I buy a lot online now, and even yesterday I was buying bathing suits. I bought $300 in bathing suits, and I know half of them are going back.
And that's the pain in the neck.
And it's a pain. But with shoes and with your handbags, they're so high end. You want to touch them, and you want to feel the leather and the suede or the Stella McCartney bag.
Yeah.
How it feels like Python, and it's not.
Right.
To actually experience it, and it's that instant gratification of knowing it. Not like a bathing suit or getting your lingerie, ladies, where you can take it, send it back. It's not the same.
Right.
You want that experience, the boutique. And the malls and all those big stores, they are so overwhelming, at least for me.
Yes.
And when you work all the time, who has the time really to go to the mall and walk around, to go into 500 stores to find something?
And even the mall is changing. The department stores are changing. They're not, they're suffering at times too because of the same situation. So, I'm happy where I am. I love my boutique. I love the area, the neighborhood. And I see that blossoming. And people are loving coming into the store. And I have a whole, it's so interesting. I've tapped into a whole another area that I didn't even realize that when I say, oh, have you ever been into the store? No. And so there are brand new people all over, and they're moving in, and the buildings near me, and the condos and apartments. It's phenomenal. The
East
area
Spoke is a great walking area.
Yeah.
Yes, you've got the new condos that are right there. New restaurants are popping up.
There's a new seafood restaurant that I ate at celebrating my mother's birthday with my daughter, and it's right down the street. It's right before, it's about a block and a half before the bridge on East Palmetto, and it's on the right side of the road, and it feels like I am in the Keys.
Really?
Oh, you really have to try this. Excellent. There's a big porch. It just feels it's wonderful. The fish is phenomenal. I don't know the name of it. I can't tell you that, but it's right before the bridge, about a block before the bridge on the right side of the road, and it looks very Key Westy.
East Spoke is really developing, and I love where your location is.
Yep.
And the boutique, and Lisa's always there. You just have to walk in and ask. I met your new love, Denise. She's lovely.
She's wonderful. She's fabulous. She has really been an amazing addition to the store in many ways. So she's managing it. She's managing the back. She's getting everything. It's just great.
And things are changing.
Wonderful.
I went in. I tried on. I looked at the clothes, the shoes, the handbags.
Yeah.
And really, when you go in, don't ever say, "Oh my gosh, I don't like that price." Just talk to Lisa or Denise or who's ever there.
Yep.
Because Lisa is always willing to work with you, however she can.
Yeah.
Because I made that mistake many, many years ago. Because I had bought some clothes. I didn't even know you back then. I walked in to buy a gown. And I cut the gown down. I made the bottom of the gown a jacket.
Yeah.
And then I went back in and I said, I don't know. I don't think I can afford some of these things.
Right.
And then I met you and you said, don't even look at that.
Yeah.
You said, just talk to me. And that was the best thing ever.
Yeah. I usually say to people when they come in, this is what I tell people. Put everything you want, whatever it is that you're interested in, put it on the counter, and we'll talk about price afterward.
And she truly does that.
Yeah.
So go in, enjoy the experience. You even do private nights. I know you just did what, a sip and shop?
Yes, I did a wonderful little private night on Friday night. It was It was great. There was a nice turnout, and we had a lot of fun. And I'm planning more. So you can call the store if you ever want to do anything at 561-338-0656. And I do a lot of charities too.
Like a girls' night, a shopping night.
Birthday night, charity night, dog night. Maybe I should have a dog night. Have everyone bring their babies to the store. That would be very interesting.
And your dogs are so, I mean, they're such amazing dogs.
Yeah, I know, they're so sweet.
Chloe, what kind of dog is she?
A cockapoo, Cocker Spaniel Poodle.
She is just so easygoing. And this new little Coco, oh my gosh.
Coco is so cute. Oh, yeah.
And everyone's just laid back. And you got a phone call today from a new customer while I was in there. And she just took the time. She sits down. You got her address.
Yeah.
Let people know that you'll go to them.
Oh, thank you very much, because that's what I'm doing in the morning. Oh, I have a good one to go to in the morning.
Yeah. She won't give the address away.
No, I won't give anything, and I just know I have an appointment in the morning, and I believe it's a handbag appointment.
So how does that work? Someone can call you and say, Lisa, I've got a closet full.
Yep, I'm going over there, and I always say, since the movie, the gray movie, but 20 Shades of Grey, but I always like to discuss things so we're on the same page about prices. I don't always do 50, 60, 70. I just will discuss, okay, what are you looking for? And and then we can discuss the expectations on both of our sides rather than, say 50-50, because sometimes the consignor doesn't want to do 50-50.
It's so nice that you go to the house, though.
Oh, I do that.
Because when you think about you're cleaning out your closets and you've got so much stuff, it's
overwhelming.
And then you have to load it in your car, and you don't do it, and you want to bring it to the consignment store, and you don't do it. Next thing you know, you just give it away. Yeah. And that's not what you should do.
No,
I mean, if you want to give it away, but goodness, you can take it, reinvest it in yourself, the proceeds, and Lisa will work it out, and she will come to your home and help you go through everything.
And lately, people have been finding what they're looking for in the store. They come into the store, and they'll say, oh, I love that bag. And then we'll just, okay, well, your bag and we can just work it out where I buy hers and she gets from the store.
Oh, that's a nice deal. It sounds like a Becky deal.
Yeah,
I can totally see Becky wanting to do that.
I know.
Lisa, let me go in and try this dress on, and we'll do this, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
But it's a great idea.
Because I try to work with people. I mean, I always feel that I want to work with people as I would like them to work with me. So that's how I look at things.
And you've been in business for how many years?
23 years. I opened at the end of 95.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is your third location?
This is my third location.
Incredible.
And it's going to be one of my best locations.
Yeah, so she is not going out of business. She's just changing. The marketplace has changed.
Yes. As soon as you make one little change, right away, gossip starts. But that's not happening to me. I am not going out of business, and I'm not going down. And it's just getting better.
And tell people about parking.
Parking. Okay, parking. First of all, a lot of people, there's parking in the front of my store, but people don't realize that those are parking spots. There's parking there. There's parking across the street. I'll even pay for your valet. I will. I'll pay for the valet. I've done that a few times already. So they park across the street at the Hyatt. They just go in on the side of the building. There's valet. They park there. Bring me your ticket, and I'll pay for it. Or they can park in the back on the side. Actually, they can go down First Avenue. So they can look there, and then they can go in the back. I have a little parking lot back there. You have to be careful because the man next door gets a little crazy, but there is parking.
There's parking. And if you can't find parking, call Lisa, and she will direct you where to go. She'll get your car valeted.
Yeah.
Just go in and experience it because she is so kind and so giving, and the store is so welcoming. I love all the little snippets you put around so people see when new merchandise comes in.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm always, you can look on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. There's always, look, there's...
What else do you have?
I
know you came with a whole lot of things.
This is just a little Gucci bag.
It looks like a vintage Gucci.
It's a little Gucci bag that people love Gucci. Gucci is very strong in the market.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's just a classic, you don't have to worry about the reds and the blues, and if you're just a classic, it goes with everything. This happens to be a beautiful bag.
Yeah.
It looks like a throwback bag, and I don't even know if it is. It's just the Gucci pattern. It's nothing fancy. It's just your classic
nothing fancy.
Gucci.
I grabbed it
brown
and
pattern.
ran in.
And it's really lightweight, Lisa, and it's a perfect size.
So I'm just going to leave it. Now, wait.
My bags have bags.
I've had to.
Oh, my
goodness.
These
are the Christian Louboutin.
Wow.
Now, look at this.
Look at that platform and the heel.
They are gorgeous. If I had to walk in these, I think I would just fall over. But this is such a magnificent...
I'm looking at the size underneath. I'm thinking, can Cinderella squeeze her foot in there?
I know. But you know what? This is all platform. This is
I was going to ask you that.
So actually, when you... This is as high as... it cuts it right down. The heel is only a couple, maybe 3 inches, let's say.
The platform is tremendous. The platform is about 3 inches.
Yes.
It is a gorgeous shoe.
This is some shoe, I'll tell you that.
That is a beautiful shoe.
Some heck of a shoe. Really, yeah.
It's funny, when I was in today, I saw you had a line of Louboutins in
Yes.
all different colors,
Yes.
which is probably from the same person because it was the same size.
Yep.
You can tell people's style.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, imagine her closet.
Yeah.
And how lucky are we that we now get to go into your closet
I know.
and see everything lined up, which is beautiful.
This is like
let's
a
take
closet,
a look at it. It's
actually.
like a closet.
Yeah.
When you go in, it's a treat. You say, okay, what am I going to wear today? All right,
Yeah.
I could squeeze into these.
Yeah. You could
Look
definitely
at these
squeeze in.
shoes. Oh my
I know,
gosh.
I know.
A long time ago, I got a phone. Someone took a shoe like this and they decorated it as like a phone
Really?
holder as a joke.
That's cool.
Well, this is now a real shoe, which
Yeah,
is really
yeah.
unbelievable.
Actually, that could be a phone holder. I think I've seen those phone holders too.
Isn't
Because
that
those
funny?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was painted and it was just incredible. But the shoe was just absolutely magnificent,
Yeah.
Lisa. The Louboutin. I mean, people have worn this. On the bottom, you can tell. You
Yeah.
know, and there's a saying.
And some of them aren't. Or
They say
that's
people,
like
you don't want to walk in someone else's shoes. But you know what? If that other person has good fortune, why not?
Well, yes.
Why not share in
is
their
right.
fortune?
Yeah.
Like, why would people say it's a bad thing? Let's turn the tables and say it's a good thing.
And you know what? Nowadays,
Right?
all this is accepted. It's really, consignment is accepted all over the place. It's universal.
It's universal, and you know what? Just be you and enjoy the moment. If you can enjoy some of these beautiful treasures. Hey, I went into Stella McCartney and I found a Chanel wallet. I'm still
That's
looking at
right.
the Cracker Jack box.
That's it. The Cracker
You
Jack
know,
box.
Enjoy life. Enjoy everything because it's all affordable at Serendipity. And you just feel so special. When you grab a beautiful handbag or you put on a beautiful pair of shoes,
Thank you. Thank you.
amazing. What's your phone number again?
561-338-0656. And I'm relocated at 111 East Palmetto Park Road, block and a half east of Federal Highway on the north side opposite Louis Boss's.
Thanks for having me.
I'll see everyone there.
Bye-bye.
There's the store. Bye-bye. Thank you, Dawn. Have a good evening. I'll see you next week.
I know, I gotta try these on.
Lisa.
Let's try it.
Thank you for watching Serendipity Style. I hope you enjoyed our show tonight, and I look forward to sharing with you again. Please visit Serendipity East, now located at 111 East Palmetto Park Road, Boca, 1 block east of Federal Highway on the north side. See you next week. Have a good evening.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, this is Faith. Welcome to the Faith Washington Show. We will discuss life, business, leadership, family, and fun, and what happens when your view of the world expands. A wide variety of guests will provide insight on how they do business, family, and leadership in their lives. So now, here's today's show.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. This is the Faith Washington Show. We are live on Facebook, Periscope, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app at WWNN. And I am Faith Washington. I am a pharmacist, a biochemist, amongst many other things, including an entrepreneur. And this show is about interviewing high-level entrepreneurs and discovering their business, maybe some challenges that they've gone through to share with the audience, and kind of promoting their products or whatever it is that they're dealing with, or their services. So tonight I have a really incredibly special guest, and he is in Madrid, Spain. So we are doing a remote vMix, and his name is Angel Gago, and he is an organic chemist who's created the most amazing product. We've spoken about it on the Brooklyn Cafe before. But Angel, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you for having me here.
Thank you. I really appreciate, with the time challenges and things and, some of the things that have challenged us with setting this up. I'm very thankful that you're here. So we're going to kind of jump right in, and I'd like you to tell us a little bit more about you, a little bit more about your background, how you got here, about Redox Box, and floor is yours.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, my name is Angel. In Spanish, it's said Angel. I'm a chemist, specialized in organic chemistry. And I've been dealing with human and animal nutrition for the last 25 years. The reason that we are involved with these dietary supplements is because a long time ago, while we were working in another company in the feed industry, we realized there was a compound called butyrate that did marvelous things for
Can you pronounce that
for
again?
the animals.
What's the name of the
butyrate?
Butyrate. Okay.
Butyrate.
Got it.
Butyrate.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, my English.
No, you're good. You're good. I want the audience I want them to be clear on what they're hearing. That's it. That's all.
All right. So, well, the terms that you can see online can be interchangeable. So you can see that they refer to butyric acid or butyrate or butyrate or tributyrate.
So they're
kind
different
of
salt
the same
forms
family. Yes, there are different forms, but everything has to do with butyric acid, which is the initial form that everyone has it, and everyone produces it in their gut. Even animals, swine, chicken, broilers, salmons.
How about horses?
Horses do it too.
Okay.
Yes, it's embedded in the normal biochemistry of the gut fermentation in all big animals. I mean, all vertebrates, and including fish, and of what I know, that dogs, cats, horses. It's very important for ruminants like cattle, for example. They get almost 100% or 90% of all this energy that they have, that they produce, comes from something called short chain fatty acids, which is a broader term for butyrate, propionic acid, and acetic acid.
Okay, so short chain fatty acids are the category that butyrate, tributyrate is what we're going to specifically talk about today. That's what we're speaking of, short chain fatty acids. Okay.
That's correct. Well, the difference between butyric acid and tributyrate or tributyrene is that butyric acid is like tributyrate is like the prodrug of butyric acid. It's a form which is very gentle to be used, to be synthesized, to ingest. Which solves the problems that butyric acid has. Butyric acid has a very pungent smell, a very bad smell. Oh. It's a liquid, has a very low pH, so you shouldn't or you couldn't be drinking or ingesting butyric acid. But if you take tributyrene, all those cones are wiped out. You don't need them. You don't have them.
So in other words, when you put it in the form of the tributyrate, it changes some of the lesser qualities and makes it a better product. So then there's no smell.
Yes.
And it doesn't taste bad, and it's not too acidic. But it still but it still does the work of the butyric acid.
Yes. Let me exemplarize. Okay. The reason that butyric acid is called butyric acid because it comes from a Latin word which is butyric from butter.
Oh,
okay.
It's from butter.
So yes, butter.
Okay.
Butter from cows. Yes. So the milk, cow's milk, is high in butyric acid. Well, not too much, okay. But is the only source in which it's present in a sensible amount. About 3% of all the fat in milk fat could be is in form of tributyrene. Mm-hmm. And the reason that butyric acid was called butyric acid was like when the fat in butter is broken, then you get that smell. And that smell is because of butyric acid being broken down. And that's why you get that smell and that taste.
And it becomes rancid.
So
that's like rancid.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, that rancid, yeah. You can also see that butyric acid is very, we can relate to butyric acid also, for example, with the vomit of a little baby. The smell that you get from the vomit of a little baby, it's what gives that scent is butyric acid that is forming in the stomach.
So in other words, when a baby goes to the bathroom in its diapers, and that rotten smell is butyrate.
No. Well, no, not really. No, when it throws up, when they throw up when they regurgitate the milk, the mother's milk, that smell
That's
that you
smell,
get,
because it was mixed
that
with,
comes.
Got it. The milk
that comes from
mixed
butyric acid.
Okay, got it.
So the main idea is that tributylene is the nicest form we could find, which is closely related to nature, which is in the form in butter, for example, in cow's milk, and overcomes the bad cons that butyric acid has. It's like it's pungent, smells, it's acidic, it's a liquid. You cannot put it in a capsule, and it's much more stable. And that's something I want to. Tributylene is able to withstand and release little by little, all the way from your stomach to the end of the colon, which is the very end of your gut.
Okay.
So you've got a sustainable release compared to other forms of butyric acid or salts of butyric acid. You will see in the market that you can see the sodium, calcium, magnesium salts, and those salts they're okay. I mean, like they do contain butyric acid, but they are released in the stomach. They release in the very first part of the upper intestine, what is called the upper gut.
Okay.
And that's a big difference between what tributylene is able to do and what other salts are not able to do. And still, tributylene, the tributylene that we synthesize, that we produce, doesn't smell. If you take a capsule which contains calcium or magnesium butyrate, it stinks, and it really stinks to the point in which you touch it or you touch it with your hair, it stays. It's a smell that stays.
That's nasty.
Which is a nasty smell. Yeah, but don't get me wrong. It is one of the key molecules in human, and especially human, in animal and human health.
Okay.
And that's very important. Is a piling up of
that's why we're discussing this, because this is so incredibly important. And I want the audience to know this, that we're talking about tributyrate, which is tributyrate, because this is the component of a product called Complete Biotic. As I said before, we mentioned this on the Brooklyn Cafe, and I've mentioned it on my show before with Helix Health, Sarasota Integrative Health. And this product truly will revolutionize the intestinal industry for humans as well as animals, because of the benefits that it has just by virtue of its innate qualities and how you guys have formulated it. You created this. And can you tell the audience, you've put it in a special capsule so that it will be appropriately absorbed into the gut? I know that there's some special specific things about those capsules.
Yes, well, let me open a bottle. So I'm going to show you what the product is. Well, the thing is that, okay, let me open the bottle for you, and also, well, I'm going to show you the bottle. I don't know if it's going to be seen.
Oh yeah.
And this is a liquid
Perfect.
capsule. Okay.
Yeah. Tip
so
it.
This
tip
is
it
the
so
capsule
they can see the liquid in it.
See?
Awesome. Thank you.
So everything you see in there, it's a pure tributylene, GMP, which is pharmaceutical standards.
Right.
And there's a big
good
difference
manufacturing practices.
Yes, which means that we control for all aspects of the production, from procurement, production, transportation, control. We do microbiology on the product. We make sure that is 99% pure.
Yes.
We make sure that everything is controlled, heavy metals, microbiology. So it's pharma grade. I mean, you should understand that I come personally from the feed industry. I've been in the feed industry in the 90s and the early 2000s, and I've seen this product grow and develop in animals. And what we will see is that all the formulations that we had previously in the early 2000s was that there were calcium or sodium salts, and the amount of butyric acid that you could get was low. Was very low. So tributylene has, for example, a high amount of butyric acid per unit of mass compared to other salts, and that's very important. And what makes it more important is that we didn't want to dry the tributylene, which is a liquid, and then put it in a normal capsule. So we strive for the vehicle. We think that the vehicle on all these supplements is very important, which means that we didn't come up with this fancy capsule by chance. We knew what we wanted. We knew that we had to find something which is appealing, which is pure, which is advanced. For example, if you take a look at this capsule and you look inside, you will see there's a void. But it's not void, it's nitrogen inside. And the nitrogen that is inside will prevent spoilage. Even if it's not going to spoil, we make sure that it's nitrogen inside. And we don't just put certain amount of nitrogen per capsule. We make sure that we put the amount of nitrogen that we want. So every capsule has the nitrogen that we stipulated in the lab.
Awesome.
So that's what makes the vehicle very important. If you go to all the products, you will see that people are producing maybe in the back jar of the labs these sodium salts. Yes, they can. It's very easy to do. It's very easy. But this is advanced chemistry what we're doing here.
And those salt forms do not work and are not doing the beneficial effects in the intestines the way the tributyrate does. Not even close.
No.
It's very important, this form of the actual product.
Okay, and why we can say this? Because we've been doing trials with animals.
Right.
No, we don't. We do like what is called zootechnical trials, in which we make sure that, for example, we have 24,000 broiler chickens. And that's a lot of broilers.
Yes.
And yes. And this is the power of statistics.
Okay.
Right, so we've been working with broilers and with this type of chemicals, of this type of products, making sure that how they affect the growth of these broilers. And then we have compared sodium or calcium, magnesium butyrates against tributylene. And the latest research that we have is that in order to get the same amount of growth from these broilers using sodium calcium butyrates, we needed half the dose of tributylene.
Half
so
the
we
dose?
Could half the dose.
That's incredible. That's a huge
right,
difference.
So it is. And so technical is what makes it very, very interesting. So the vehicle is very important. And that's something I have to stress out. For example, why, and you will say that people, for example, I'm thinking on top of my head, people say, well, why do we need a supplement from tributylene when we can produce butyric acid in our colon by just ingesting fiber, which could be seen like a reasonable proposal? And I said yes. But for example, I just learned 2 days ago with breaking edge paper published in January 2018 that there has been this paper that demonstrates that, in fact, the production of butyric acid in the colon, which is the lower intestine, could be supplied by fiber of some prebiotics. Not all prebiotics, some prebiotics. But the big difference is that the small intestine in which almost no butyric acid is being produced, is very important for the autoimmune of the humans, swine, and chicken. So bear with me. Okay. You know that in the States, in Europe, antibiotics are being banned for the use in swine and broilers because we have resistance with antibiotics. So
yes,
we're trying to improve the production of antibiotics.
Resistant bacteria, just so the audience knows, resistant bacteria grow when you overuse antibiotics. That's why you see lots of organic foods, your meats and other things that no antibiotics are used. Those are the things that you want to buy because otherwise they have the resistant bacteria within them. Because it leaches out into the muscle cells of the animal when it dies.
Well, actually, resistant bacteria are able to come to your food plate because when animals are slaughtered, because you know, you're gonna eat a chicken, you need to slaughter the chicken.
Correct.
Sometimes when it's being processed, it's very difficult not to prevent these bacteria from their guts that are present in their guts to contaminate the flesh. That's why you should cook your chicken well.
Yes.
yes, and you should cook your meat. So that you prevent this type of contamination, which can happen. I'm sorry, but it can happen. But
agreed.
This bacteria, okay, so coming back to what I said, one of the ways in which we're trying to prevent the overuse of antibiotics is by improving the production of some antimicrobial peptides, which is like a kind of our own antibiotics that are produced by our innate immune system, and they're mostly produced in the upper intestine. So one of the paper that I was mentioning, it says that the supplementation by butyric acid in terms of a pill or in the feed for swine or broiler can increase the production of these peptides. They are called HTPs. HTPs. And these HTPs, they kill the bacteria and get the bacteria at bay. So it's very important. It seems that every day we're learning more about how this product is going to revolutionize. It's going to change the way we think about how we deal with the gut, how we can change the way that our immune system reacts to the microbiota that we have in our system.
Right, because it's all from the gut. That's where it starts. First brain, second brain. Yes.
Everything starts in the gut. Everything starts in the gut. People know this term, the gut-brain axis. But let me tell you one thing: is that one of the mediators between the gut and the brain is butyrate. Do you know that most of the serotonin that is produced in your body is produced in the gut? Do you know who is responsible amongst all the chemicals and all the products? Who's responsible for this production of the serotonin? Butyric acid produced by the microbiota that are fermenting the fiber that you eat.
So in other words, our serotonin levels in the brain, in the body, are affected by our production of butyric acid or our inability to produce enough butyric acid. So there's 100 times more serotonin in your gut than in your brain. We know that. And so therefore, if it's deficient because your gut's offline, because you're either taking probiotics or you're taking prebiotics and you're not taking tributyrate, then nothing is online. Your food doesn't digest as well. You don't get the coating that needs to be protective along the intestinal walls. Absolutely critical for your body to work appropriately. Is that correct?
Yes. One of the things, the beautiful things about butyric acid or butyrate or tributyrate is that it regulates also your immune system. And your immune system has to be like, it has to be up when you have an infection, and it has to be mildly controlled when you don't have an infection. And that's what people like Crohn's disease and IBS and colitis,
Yes,
they have an exacerbated they have an exacerbated immune system. Everything is foe for them, for the immune system. And it's very important to understand that the lining in your gut is razor thin. It's just a line of cells all cupped together.
Right.
And there's always this chemical warfare between the microbiota and this lining. And this lining is broken multiple times per day, all the time. So imagine that if you were having these kind of infections all the time, and your immune system would respond sharply every single time there is a break in the line, you will be dead by the shock of having to deal with all those infections at the same time. So what the difference with the immune system in the gut, it tries to deal with these microaggressions that they get every single day, but they don't make such a fuss about it. I mean, like, they don't go and call the lymphocytes and they call the white cells, and so they try to take it very smoothly. And one of the key components that is able to tell the immune system, this is okay, let's deal with this microaggression softly, and we'll regenerate the lining, is butyric acid. That's one of the key components.
So this is,
for example,
I want the audience to hear this. This is one of the reasons why we want to supplement daily with tributyrate. You put this nitrogen-loaded capsule with tributyrate, and it's called Complete Biotic. The product, again, is Complete Biotic. You can get it at Amazon.com. And supplementing with this product is going to keep your immune system functioning smoothly. In other words, it's not going to go too high, too low. It's going to do things in a smooth way so it doesn't throw your body into that state of hyperactivity with an immune response. Would you say that's correct? Okay.
Yes. One more thing, for example, one of the beauty of the tributylin is that it is able to control, for example, diarrhea, and that was the first thing that we knew like 25 years ago. We knew that when we had a chicken or a swine with diarrhea, treated it with butyric acid or tributylin, cut the diarrhea. And now we know, we didn't know why, but it happened. So and also for humans. So it's a very nice way of cutting in less than 24 hours mild diarrheas. I mean, like if you got a good infection, then maybe you have to go with antibiotics. But it's a nice way of controlling. If you have these diarrheas, you can control it. And why? Because the way butyric acid permeates into the lining of the gut is through some transporters that are in the cells of the gut lining, and this transport co-transport sodium too. And with sodium, there's always a transport of water.
Water, yes.
That's why
that's why you get the diarrhea.
Yes, diarrhea. Yeah. So imagine when you get a lot of watery diarrhea in your colon, and then you take tributylin, you're letting your body reabsorb that water,
right,
and control that watery diarrhea.
Control the diarrhea. Okay, so Angel, let's go over some of the fabulous benefits of Complete Biotic, which is tributyrate. Can you just go down a list of things slowly? We've spoken of it. It assists the immune system. It creates a coating along the intestinal walls. It helps your body to absorb and digest food properly. What else?
Okay, let me start from, for example, tributylin is being tested and has been there is even a patent about tributylin being used to prevent H. pylori infections, for example.
Yes,
that's in the stomach.
That's a very big deal. because so many people
Yeah,
have the Helicobacter pylori infections, and then they get ulcers, and they get tested for. They do the breath test, and if you take this, then you don't have to take drugs. That's a win-win for me.
well, well, the thing, yeah, I wouldn't be so blunt about saying that, but H. pylori is a good example. H. pylori has been with us for a million years.
Yeah.
But some strains are very noxious, and some of the strains are here and are in our stomach because they teach our immune system how to behave from when you're born till you die. So it's H. pylori has a reason to be in the stomach.
Right.
The problem with H. pylori is that
we just don't want it to overgrow.
yes, when it overgrows on the bad strain hits you, then it's going to be a big deal for you. And for example, one of the reasons that tributylin is a good product for H. pylori is that when you get this reflux, and then you see that you've got this reflux of acid coming into your esophagus, you will see that you get this burn. Actually, these are actual burns of the scars in your esophagus. And one of the neat things about butyric acid is that is a trophic factor. Trophic factor is a nice term, chemical term, biochemical term for a compound that incites the regrowth, the repairment of the lining.
Beautiful. So it repairs itself when exposed to the tributyrate. And we only have a couple minutes left, Angel. So I just want to thank you so much for the time that you have given us. And honestly, I really hope that you can come over to the U.S. soon and visit, see Brian and Lauren, and come see me over here on the East Coast. So we can talk more about this. We can talk about this for 2 hours straight. I just wanted the audience to hear the benefits. So Complete Biotic, folks. Go to Amazon.com. You can go to Heal Us Health. You can go to SarasotaIntegrativeHealth.com and purchase this product. It's fantastic. I use it every single day, and I can't say enough about it. So, Angel Gago, thank you so much for joining us. We've been live here on the Faith Washington Show, Facebook, Periscope, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app, WWNN. Thanks, folks, for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the